One's a former NFL star turned esports coach.
But I was getting the stink eye from my wife. She's like, "What you doing?" I'm like, "Nothing."
One might love his Switch more than his girlfriend.
Man, I hope she's not listening to this. Please.
One's a dad who can't stop playing Rocket League.
These kids these days, they're like, we're used to jump and run.
Together, they welcome you to Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge.
Welcome into, like the announcer said, Ahman Green's Gamers Lounge. I'm your host, Ahman Green, former Green Bay Packer. And yes, I used to play football, but now I play a lot of video games and I coach them up. And I got my good friend, buddy, old pal, John Audius, man. John, how are you doing, man?
I'm doing great, Ahman. I can't believe it. We've reached 100.
100 of these, bro. Wow. I mean, that is
crazy.
That's a big number. That's a big number. That's a big number, important number, obviously. I know if we are a TV show, but we're not on that level yet to where if we could get syndicated now in 100 episodes. We're not quite on that level, but eventually we will be on that level. So then we get that residual nice big check every year. You know.
But you can always watch this show on ESTV, Roku channel 248 if you have the Roku.
Check us out, past episodes if you haven't watched this if you're watching it live. But if you're on the podcast world, it's also recorded there. And wherever you download your podcast, that's where you can find us. It populates all the podcasts. I say podcast communities. I think that's what you'll call them from there. So that's where Spotify, that's Pandora, that's Apple Podcasts, all the iHeart. That's where you can find us. And like John mentioned, on ESTV Plus, the app, and on the actual website. And I say app, streaming video game app for content, the best in the world. So from the last episode, we always check in. So I went back home for a couple of days, went to visit some friends and a few family members here and are there, and was able to see my Cornhuskers practice some spring ball, which was fun. But the funnest part of the trip was actually staying with a good friend of mine. He's also a former alum, Mike. He played DB when I was around. He actually was a few years after me, so I was his big brother. But I stayed with him. He's doing real well for us. A great family, beautiful wife, beautiful kids. Shout out to his knucklehead kids though, but they are gamers, John. So we had MJ and Malik and Malia. All of us. I introduced him to the video game called Boomerang Fu. I talked about it last year when I went to go visit my godson down in Florida. So I was like, you know what? I got a game for y'all, Boomerang Fu, and they never heard of it. They never played it. And so the first couple of times, obviously, with me introducing the game, I was able to. I won a few games. But then, the age range is 11 to 6, all right, of the kids, and so. By game number 5 and 6 and 7, it was game over for me. They were dominating me. They were completely dominating me in Boomerang Fu. And then I also introduced Ultimate Chicken Horse. That's also on Switch as well. We played that. And so just watching them develop. And I say really watching them just have a good time. It was so fun. But I'm like, man, I'm getting thrashed right now. It was definitely humbling. But you know what? Yeah. It just took me back to those days when I was playing with my dad, and he introduced me, to ColecoVision. But then when we got on Nintendo, where we could kind of play against each other in terms of the games, so it just brought me back to that moment. I was like, now I know how my dad felt when he was, 40-something, 50-something years old, and his 8-year-old son is thrashing him on this video game, Gyromite. And then we played 10-yard fight too, and with a football game. And he's a former football player himself, and I beat him up on that too. But I was 8, 9 years old. But it's like what I do believe for sure is that their reflexes are way faster than mine.
Yeah, that's for sure. Their brains think faster. The younger you are, I think you just
100%.
Develop that. Boom. Like my brain, it goes in there and it processes. The processor's a little slow. We were talking about our computers before the show, right, and how our computers are like 5 or 6 years old. They're a little slow. That's what our brains are doing. So I think there's something to what you just said there. The kids, they can just think faster.
Right. It is. It's just amazing. So we got some sponsorship here on the show, John. I say everybody listening in. So John, I hand it off to you. Get that read on, man.
Okay, well, it's that time of the year, and I'm so excited for it, Amon. College basketball is taking center stage with the tournament
Oops.
finally upon us. And if you're looking to wager this year, BetOnline is the #1 spot for all your updated odds and info, along with great contests, including the bracket contest, where you have a chance to take home the top prize. So you got to head over to the website or use your mobile device, sign up today, and receive your 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit. Just use the promo code BELIEVE. That's BLEAV to get started. BELIEVE. BLEAV. Now, BetOnline is your continued source for all your sports wagering needs, including live betting and your favorite Vegas casino games. BetOnline, where the game starts. Go check it out. Use the promo code BLEAV, BELIEVE, and you'll get 50% welcome bonus on your first deposit.
All right. Hey, that was awesome, John. Good job there. We got some. Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, and I'm excited for the college basketball tournament because Ahman.
By the way. Yep.
Yeah, by the way. So I don't know if people know my background, but I was in sports talk radio for almost 20 years, and I would cover all these tournament games. I went to Omaha to follow the Wisconsin Badgers several years ago. I've gone to Packers games and all these different sporting events. But this is going to be the first NCAA tournament game I've attended as a fan. I'm going on Sunday in Milwaukee, and cross your fingers. Hopefully the Wisconsin Badgers will be playing for a chance.
The ladies.
16.
Or the guys. Is the guys or the ladies?
The men's team.
The men's
team.
Okay.
Yeah, so I'm headed to the NCAA tournament on Sunday, and I'm super jacked to I get to go to the Milwaukee Bucks arena, and
nice.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yep. So yeah, this year was my first time going to Pfizer Forum. For many, I did an esports networking event that wasn't like in the stadium, but it was in the seating area. It was outside the concessions area. But then about a month later, in the last month, a month from now, I went to the game with my good friend by the name of Joe. He got me some tickets, and we all went there, had dinner, and then went to the game. So yeah. It's a fantastic place, man. Check it out. So with this being the 100th episode, we got another big announcement here. So we're doing a 100 episode giveaway. All right, we got some big items. If you see the graphic right there in the top right-hand corner above John's head there. So we are giving away the CTR. What was
I just pulled the stuff out from here.
So the CTRL meal replacement company that is sponsoring me. So they're giving away a meal replacement, a month supply of meal replacement flavors, and it has great flavors. The one up there is cinnamon toast. They have birthday cake. They have fruity smacks. They have cookies and cream, and they have a whole bunch of great flavors. So that's going to be the first giveaway coming up here in a minute.
Is this cereal, by the way? This is meal replacement cereal, kind of like
flavor taste. It has the taste of cereal. Has the taste of cereal of cinnamon toast crunch,
but it's got protein and it's healthy.
Yes, it's healthy. It's good for you. It's something for gamers to do. Obviously, when gamers are gaming,
yes,
John, you know that feeling when you don't want to get up, you can't get up, and you're hungry. So they're giving you something to reach for in a healthy way instead of reaching for a bag of Cheetos or a Monster drink that's full of all them preservatives and additives and things that we shouldn't be in the human body. Let's just let's be real. This is a good choice in CTRL. Get that. Hopefully somebody wins it that is going to enjoy it. And then they got, like I said, fantastic flavors. So so with the giveaways, if you're new to the show, sub now. And that's at any level to be a part of the giveaways. But if you are a sub, resub up, make sure you're in there. And here in a few minutes, we'll be doing the first giveaway. And then the second giveaway, as you see in the graphic, it is, and you see it right here right over my right shoulder. That's Xbox Series X right behind me. So that's also going to be a giveaway.
We're giving away an Xbox today.
Xbox the new one, the hot ones, the ones you can't find on the market, the ones that when you go to Amazon or if you go to eBay, it's like $3,000. And we're just handing them out. We're handing one out today. We're handing one out today to somebody that gets picked by the Streamlabs app here that we got here running the raffle off. So when we get to that, when we get to all the giveaways, so when we do when I say it's giveaway time and put it on the screen, giveaway time, that's where you go into the Twitch chat and type in !raffle. When I say game time, giveaway time, and then you type in !raffle, that's when you put in and it's a 5-minute. The timer will run for 5 minutes for each prize, and then boom, you get your opportunity there to win. And then the last item will be my signed Packer jersey on the 30 or on the 3 or on the 0, and get it sent to you. So there you go. That's the rules for today. I'll repeat it later halfway through the show here. And you got an old friend in here, John, that says hello. And I'm gonna put and that's Big B. And
Big B.
And he wants to know, well, who killed Sarah Fanatic on Instagram on John Cast? But did you talk about it on your podcast?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, he has your Instagram link in there too for go on there and talk about who killed Sarah. That's something that I think Big B loves to harass you with and keep the running comedy going here. So we got Big B, we got JFK in the house, usual suspect, Hulk versus Spawn, one of the best names out there, and we have Gabito Mito, if I'm saying this right. Gabio Mito. I'm probably destroying it right there. I'm sorry. So yeah, that was my weekend. But real last little comment about my spring game. Spring practice. A fight broke out. It's football.
Yeah.
And what happened was one of the wide receivers caught a nice pass, and instead of just doing what you're supposed to do, just drop the ball on the ground or give it to the referee that was at practice, he taunts the defensive sideline. So both sidelines were separate. Both teams, it was an offensive sideline and a defensive sideline. So the wide receiver is taunting. He's on the defensive side of the field. He's right in the defensive players' faces, taunting them, and then boom, a fight breaks out. And it just brought me back to spring ball days, training camp days, when guys are irritated. This was the 6th practice of the spring ball training, and so yeah, the guys are wore out. Guys are tired because they got class on top of coming to practice early. It was on a Friday morning. Practice was already, when I got there at 8:30. Practice had already started. So just imagine waking up. That means they got to wake up at like 6 a.m. To have a Friday morning practice. Woo! So yeah, people are on edge. They're irritated. They're frustrated. And so yeah, you just give them that little push like that, taunting a football player or a basketball player or any type of physical athlete. It's going to go down. And it went down. The dude got body slammed instantly. Bam! He was on the ground fast. I was like, ooh. And then here come the cavalry. Everybody's rushing the fight, getting in the scrum. And so Coach Frost, my own teammate, he pulls up. Everybody gets broken up, and he says, he lays into him really good, which a coach should. And then he's like, everybody on the line, we're running gassers. So if anybody does not know what a gasser is the length of a football field, the width. So not the 100 yards, the width. And the width of a football field is about 45 and a half yards. So you got to go down, back, down, back. So basically down and back twice. And then you stop, wait until the coach says, go again. So they did it. So they did down and back twice. And then he digs into him again. He's like, you shouldn't be doing this. We were basically, we weren't good this year. We lost games because of little stupid plays like this. He's saying things like that, which is being facts. If you watch the Wisconsin game, the Michigan game, the Michigan State game, little errors. And so, but what I love what he did though is after every time he dug into him, on the line, run again. So everybody, the first 2 times he did it, I was like, the player's like, okay, we'll get at least 2 more of these in. So the player's like, okay, we'll get down and back, rest, down and back, rest. But then like the 3rd and 4th one, they did at least 10 of them. And so because once they got to 4, the guys thought they were done. Guys were taking off their helmets. He said, on the line. And everyone was like, woo. I was like, and then that moment, that took me back to when it was my sophomore year, and I got a call that we had an emergency meeting on campus. And so we had to come back. Like, this was in the summer too. So that's what surprised me. We really didn't have a whole lot of meetings in the summertime. And said, hey, you come to the facility, come to the school, we got an emergency meeting. So I get there, I'm like, what's going on? Somebody got hurt, or is there new rules out, or what's up? And I was like, no, man, we had a house party on the weekend and a fight broke out. So we were fighting each other basically. So I'm like, so I'm not happy because I'm like, dude, I was at that party. When did that happen? He's like, oh, you bounced. I was notorious for leaving the party early and then the fight breaking out after I left.
After you leave.
So boom, fight breaks out. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm in the clear. You know, I wasn't at the fight. I wasn't even in the building. I was at home by 12 o'clock. I'm good. Coach Osborne goes up, says, you know, guys, you know, we had a little, you know, altercation between some of the players, and you guys are teammates. You know, you can't be, you know, beating each other up or fighting and doing these type of things. We're teammates. We got to be a family. And, you know, I know sometimes you get upset, and he was alluding to the fact that it might have been alcohol involved, you know, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But he's like, look, we can't do this. You know, we can't get in trouble, stuff like that. So he said, what we're going to do is we're going to go outside and we're going to run stadium stairs until I'm tired. John, everybody listening on the podcast and on Twitch right now, we ran stadium stairs for almost 2.5 hours.
How did your legs just not stop working?
They did. We just had to walk.
Oh,
I was so mad at my teammates. So my two teammates that got into it, I won't mention their names, but I'll just say this. Both of them were defensive players. Both played linebacker. So these guys know each other, but that might be the bad part about it. I don't know. So one brought his girlfriend to the house party, which in college that might be not be the best idea to do. Bring your girlfriend to a house party. But he did.
Okay.
And the other one decided to hit on said girlfriend at the house party. Do it. Yep. And so as during the hitting and the flirting goes on, obviously the one guy gets mad, like, bro, you know, stop talking to my girl. Blah, 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 blah. And then they start pushing each other. And these are big dudes, you know, these are linebackers. You know, they I think one on the light side, on a bad day, he's like 245 on a light day. The other one's like 250. So when two guys over 250 pounds are moving around, things are going to get broken. Things are going to happen.
I would think so. Yes.
So it was a hole in the wall. My door got broken. And then I'm like, okay, who won the fight? That's all, you know, being a guy who won the fight. They were like, I can't, you know, like I said, I'm not giving up names. I'll just say the non-boyfriend won the fight. And I'll tell you how he won the fight. And I still don't know to this day how the other one didn't die. But I guess he hit him with a shovel with the flat side of the shovel. That's all I know. I'm like, God bless America.
Oh my God. That is a shovel. That is awful. There's a video on the internet of two girls fighting, and one takes a shovel and like throws it. I've seen that video. And the noise went doing. I'm like, oh my God, you're going to permanently disable this person. Don't throw shovels at people's heads.
Don't. That's what it sounded like when she hit her head. And I saw that video. It said "don't," and she's just like you. She was almost like this oblivious to just like, did I just get hit with a shovel in the head? And I'm pretty sure that's how my teammate took that helmet or took that shovel to the head. I'm like, what the? I say, where did he get the shovel from? He said, oh, he went into the garage. I'm like, this is not even his house. And he found a shovel.
Right. Where's the shovel? If you're at a house party, I wouldn't see too many shovels laying around anywhere. That's hilarious.
No.
Where's the shovel come from?
I'm like, what in the heck is going on, man? So yeah, that's how things went down. It was so funny. And I was mad. Like I said, we were running stadium stairs. I was so mad.
I don't know how you could do that, like just to run the stadium stairs. I've heard about sports teams running, stairs in the football stadium, and every time they talk about it, it's like the worst experience ever.
It is.
But I think maybe the coaches are thinking that brings the team together, and it teaches them don't get in any more fights, or we're running stairs again.
Right. You think somebody will learn, and it's like, come on. So yeah, but I was like, look, I told them two guys, I said, look, when we get to training camp, it is on. I'm running straight to y'all, and I'm running through you for this. My legs are strong now because y'all made me run stadium stairs because y'all got problems over there when dating and then all that nonsense.
Dude, I don't even know how you would do it for, like, mentally. How do you do something like that for 2 hours? I mean, obviously you have to. You're in this team situation. Your coach is telling you, so there's that to consider. But I just don't know how mentally you guys could after about 30 minutes, I'd be like, okay, how long is this gonna last?
You're like, and then it was in the summer. Okay, Wisconsin, as you know, John, doesn't stay too hot too long in the summer.
Yeah.
Nebraska, on the other hand, during that time, so I say around 4th of July, all the way to the second week of September, it is between 90 degrees of heat and 90 degrees humidity. It is nasty.
That is
for about a month and almost 2.5 months. So we're right in the middle of that. And that's another reason I was like, oh, I'm about to kill y'all when we get to training camp. It is on. I was like, y'all made me do this. I'm like, y'all about to pay for it.
Yeah.
So I was like, nah, bro. So you know what time it is, John?
Giveaway time for episode
It's
number
giveaway
100.
time.
Let's
Yes,
go.
it's giveaway time. So I'm gonna start. So everybody, I'm gonna start the clock. Right now, boom, clock is started. And y'all hold up, make sure everything works. There's always have technical difficulties here.
Explain what they got to do again to win.
So they got to type in exclamation point raffle.
Okay.
Type that in right now. And if you are new to the show, sub in now, and you could be a part of this as well.
So you have to be a sub to
sub,
win.
a sub to win. You have to be a sub to win. Here we go. And I do that obviously to remind everybody this stream, this channel is for the Ahman Green Foundation. So everything raised for on this channel during the show is for the foundation to do events for fun. This is a fundraising effort for that website, or for my foundation, excuse me. So there it is. We got JFK. We have Gambio Mito. I think I'm saying that right. I'm destroying his name. I know I am.
What's up, Badger Man 03, by the way, who likes my Grogu t-shirt?
Yeah, I like that too. I got my Baby Yoda. You can't see Baby Yoda. You can barely see Baby Yoda over the Xbox right there. All right, so let's get into that fun conversation while the clock is ticking. So we got 5 minutes to go. Oh, wait a minute. Come on. See, we having technical difficulties over here right now. Uh-oh. It's just buffering. But as we do that, we're going to play some this or that.
All right.
As soon as this thing... I can't do that. Let's see here. Where you at? All right, this or that. First one on the slate.
Boom. Okay. Would you rather listen to one country song per day or nothing but hip hop for 3 weeks?
You go first, John.
Hip hop for 3 weeks for sure. Like to me, that's a no brainer. Listen, I like my country songs every once in a while, but that's what it is every once in a while. And if hip hop 3 weeks.
I already do that now. I wouldn't mind.
Would you do that now?
Right. I wouldn't mind listening to one country music song per day. I know when me and Ben went to Atlanta last year, and I met with some of the other DJs there at the booth in iHeart, or in the building. I can't remember their name, but they gave me like a whole bunch of country music songs, like the must list, the top 5 country music songs you should listen to. And one of them had my man, Chris Stapleton? Yep. It has I don't know if it's the chicken. Is this on the fried chicken song?
No, that's Zach Brown Band. I do know that.
Okay, they had Zach Brown on there, and then they had Stapleton, a few of his songs. But I know he's fire right now. He's got some good stuff out. He's got one song that my wife loves when it comes on. It's a slow song. And,
I will say this about a lot of country music songs to me, and I'm not trying to be too stereotypical or whatever, but nowadays it's all about drinking beer, right? Like almost every song has something about having a beer, or something like that.
Hey,
and they're always tropical. It's always like drinking beers on the beach or doing something in the sun, which isn't bad. I'm not.
No, it's not bad.
No, I'd love
not bad at all.
Drink beer in the sun in the beach.
People. Come on.
But I feel like it's just kind of like the same formula for a lot of the country music hits. Mention alcohol, mention somewhere warm, and mention something else, and you've got the song.
JFK, I like hip hop. I already listen to it every day. That's my point. I would do one country just to break up all the the bass and all that. Just throw in the country music song. Because what I do, I throw in a R&B song to break up all the rap every now and then.
Okay, two things. Recently, when I went to Minnesota, when my car broke down, I had that whole fiasco. I was really into '90s R&B on Spotify. Like I was like, this is awesome, man. This is a great way to drive and pass the time. And the other thing is, when I went to Texas once with the Wisconsin volleyball team, stopped at this little country western bar, and I really had live music. I really like country western music, like that old school, twang country music. Like there's something about that just makes you want to have a beer and chill.
Yes, I agree. Fire Eagle, yes, you can come hang out at Lakeland, check out the facility. It's working now. I figured it out. I made the mistake. So the clock is running. We're at 4 minutes and counting. All right. We got a lot of people already in here in the giveaway area.
So once again, exclamation point
raffle. Do it again. Right. If anyone just did it, like when I said it, please do it again. So then you can then be a part of it, because it was Ahman having problems, not the computer.
We have to come up with a word when technical difficulties occur with you. So if you did that exclamation point raffle again,
please do it again, because AG don't know what he's doing. Yeah. AG, I'm suspect over here with the technology. All right, so we figured that one out. So I'm gonna do country music. You're gonna do your rap. All right. So next one on the list.
Okay. Next, this or that.
This is a fun one. This is a Grand Theft Auto. Oh, no, not Grand Theft Auto. The next one down. It'll be coming up.
This is dress up like a giant mouse or a giant dog. Easy for me. Giant dog all day because I love dogs. Next.
I'm definitely a dog with you. I'm a dog guy. I'm a dog person anyway. I've had dogs my entire life. Never owned a mouse.
No, some people do.
I've seen a lot of mice run around the house.
I love how Pooch3255 on Twitch, if you can pull up the latest comment, says giant dog, duh. Like duh. Like, what kind of question is that, Ahman? I'd rather be a giant dog. That's hilarious.
Come on.
But I agree. Giant dog for sure.
All right. Come on, y'all. All right. Next one on the list. I'm trying over here battling with this Streamlabs right now. Now this is the GTA one. All right.
Okay.
If you play Grand Theft Auto, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Wear hot pink or lime green for a week.
It's because in GTA, John, you could dress up your character in like an all lime green or any color suit, like pink, hot pink, and fight. Have a straight up fight with the other team color. So
this is actually it's actually tough, I think.
I'm gonna do lime green. I'm a lime. I like lime. I don't know what it is between lime green and pink. I think pink, like I like pink, as you see here on the show. But I say lime green more for me if I gotta wear it, because I got more gear that can match with the green, I think.
Yeah, I think I'd go lime green as well. Then you could be your own green screen too. And like you could be a floating head or something. So I'll go lime green. Yeah.
Let me see this thing here. Anybody else? We got DP version 2 says lime green as well. And then Big B says gotta go green, with Mr. Green.
Good point.
I'm not happy right now.
We got some issues.
Yeah, it's not registered. I know people are logging in. Streamlabs is tripping right now. I see everybody's raffle, but it's not like logging in like the viewing area, because it should fill up.
Anything I can do to help? I don't even know. I'll just sit here and I can talk.
Thank you.
About all I can do right now.
I'm gonna start. Go ahead, talk, and I'm gonna edit and I'm gonna do this.
Okay. So a couple other mentions that I don't know if you're gonna see them on the screen or not. That's fine. But Renaissance 247 says gotta be green. He's not Ahman pink. Makes sense. But JFK 305 says, and I like the reasoning here. Hot pink, Miami Vice vibes. That's a really good point. You can kind of get in that whole persona there with the Miami Vice. So that is, and I went with lime green as well, though. I don't know, hot pink. I mean, it's cool. Like he said, like we got everything pink here, but I'm not sure if that's the way you want to go. By the way, exclamation point raffle. If you're watching live on Twitch, you got to be a sub, and we are giving away this meal replacement. CTRL giveaway raffle is going on right now. Mine's trying to.
All right, try it again.
We're gonna try it again. We're gonna try it again. Okay.
This darn app is not driving me nuts. That's why I got these gray hairs.
Take 3.
Everyone, take 3. Type in ! raffle, please. And I think I know what it. I'm trying to create. I might have to create a whole new one. Like the old ones you save here don't work.
Renaissance 247. If Ahman is not having problems with this stream, I'd be worried.
Hey,
if everything's perfect, you'd be like, what's going on here? This is strange. But it's a good thing we're getting this right before the jersey. The jersey's signed, by the way, too, right?
Yes, it will be.
Jersey signed, and then we got the Xbox Series X. Hey, by the way, speaking of signed memorabilia, if you go to the AG_Gamers Lounge Twitter account, if you don't follow that, go ahead on Twitter, and you can hit retweet as well. If you, I know, while we're waiting for Ahman to figure this out, you can go do it right now. We're actually giving away a signed football card of Ahman Green just for those on social media, so you can go retweet at AG_Gamers Lounge. It's the last tweet that was put up there, and it's signed, and it's actually a numbered card to 250, but then Ahman slapped his signature on it, so it's kind of like the only one in existence that's numbered and signed. So you can go retweet that. Is it a game-worn jersey? Asked JFK.
No, not a game-worn jersey, unfortunately.
How many game-worn jerseys do you? I mean, you guys keep the same.
All right, try it again, please.
Wait, we canceled the raffle?
No, try the new one. Try do it. Input all the raffles in now. Your words! ! Raffle. I have all the jerseys I have now are for myself, except for this one here, and up behind me. Oh, wait a minute, that one's a game-worn jersey too. I just got it framed. Nice. All right, it's working. Yes, it's working. I had to reset it. I had to put in a new one. It's working now.
Okay, people are receiving tickets too. Does that make sense?
Yes, that makes sense. That should be
raffle
good.
Tickets.
Raffle ticket. Yes, it works. !
Raffle. We got it.
We got it after what? About 20 minutes there.
Take whatever. I'm not even
all right,
sure.
Next this or that. We could get on to that now. Oh, we did hot pink.
Oh, easy one. Well, hold on. Be abducted by aliens or bitten by a vampire. This or that. What do you think?
Well, I know we had this choice, like a different choice before, because we brought up the vampire thing. So I'm a vampire because I've seen too many movies where you get abducted by aliens and you're not done right. At least with a vampire, you're still alive, even though you're kind of undead, and you can live forever. So it's bonuses there. Like being a vampire is bonuses. Being abducted by aliens, there's nothing bad because they stick probes in places where probes are not supposed to go. So bite my neck, please. That's what I say. Bite me on the neck, please.
At first, I was going to say, of course, I want to go be abducted by an alien and learn all about the technology and stuff. But then they're probably doing tests on you. And if you're a vampire, you're going to be living for a while, man.
A while. In it. I mean, you could like if you've seen some of the movies where vampires are pretty much like millionaires because they created something and they've lived long enough to see and earn all the money that like whoever created the idea, like going into Bitcoin or going into Apple, buying Apple stock years ago, buying Microsoft stock years ago, or making your first beer. Let's imagine, you made the first beer on the planet and it obviously everybody loved it and it's still around. 100 years later, you're still alive and marketing and selling it. There it is. Boom.
More time to acquire wealth. Okay, let's get bitten by a vampire. Let's do it.
Mad Style 1911 says, vampire, I want to live forever to see all the new future techs. LOL. Boom. Another reason to live forever. See where technology goes.
Okay.
Yep, vampire. There you go.
Nobody wants the probes. Is that what we got to basically?
Yeah.
Okay, what is this one? Go on a perpetual road trip or take 4 consecutive flights. What? So a perpetual road trip, what does that mean? Like it's just always
road tripping.
Always road tripping?
Yes. Not assuming. Yes. Always road tripping. So every time you driving or every time you going somewhere, it's not by plane or train, it's by automobile.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Oh, so you couldn't leave the country.
Well, if you go up through Alaska
Well, okay.
So,
Yeah.
there's that little tail that takes and then connects to Asia or upper part of Russia, whatever that part is.
It's close,
There's
but it doesn't. Yeah. You'd have to take a
Yeah.
boat.
Yeah, eventually you'll be on a ferry, maybe. I don't know if it's a ferry up there. I haven't been up there yet. Maybe I'm up there one day and we're up there and we find out. We got a minute left in the first raffle for the control meal replacement giveaway for a month's supply. All right, we got about 55 seconds to go. We have Big B in there. We have Gabio, Maito, Big Boom Howard, Pooch, Mad Style, Fire Eagle, and JF Cake. JF Cake says road trip for him. I'm a road trip person too. I have been on 4 consecutive flights by mistake. Okay, flights delayed, pushing back.
Yeah.
And I was brutal. It was brutal. And so that's why traveling to me is like nothing. I've been through that. I've been tortured. I've run stadium sales for 2 hours because of my teammates busting each other in the head with a shovel. So road tripping or perpetual or flying, it doesn't matter. So I like a road trip. You can see the country. I like that. We got another road trip here. It says, guess if it pulls non-sub. Oh, they're talking about sub stuff.
Is it adding non-subs? Big B says.
Non-subs.
That's what Big B just said.
I'm trying to think. What's a non-sub? What, followers you talking about?
Yeah, he says it's adding non-subs for the giveaway.
Oh. Huh. Oh, it is adding non-sub. So the people didn't sub. Oh, I don't know why I did do that though. Ugh, they got lucky.
We'll get it.
I can't redo it at this point. Okay.
Right.
I gotta keep people happy. So I'm gonna post it. There's the next this or that, and I'll pick the winner. And the winner is JF Cake, who is a sub. My man JF Cake. So I believe I have your address. If not, resend it. I'm pretty sure I have your address.
And you gotta tell us how that cinnamon toast tastes, because that looks delicious.
Congrats, JF Cake. Enjoy it. Pick out a good flavor. They have a lot of different flavors. So go to the website and let me know your flavor, and then obviously address, and then I'll get that. We'll get that drop shipped to you. All right, let's finish up. Let's wrap up this or that, John.
Okay.
All right, the next one is up. The next this or that is up.
Live in a mansion in the middle of the desert or a shack in a tropical paradise. Mansion
What you think,
in the
John?
middle of the desert or shack. Oh man, I love it. Man, that's a great question. I don't know, Ahman. I'm going to take the mansion. Screw it.
Okay.
I'll take the mansion.
You want property in the middle of the desert. So basically, like you're living in. I mean, hopefully, it's like for example, Dubai somewhere. There's already mansions over in the desert there.
Yeah, like I feel like if you had the mansion, I don't know, would you get bored in paradise if you just lived in a little shack?
If it's on like a tropical island, I wouldn't. I always find something. I mean, for one, I love to swim because I know the ocean's not far away.
Yeah, that's true.
Obviously,
I'll screw it. I'm taking the shack. Why would I want to be in paradise? I'll take the shack.
I'm taking the shack too with you. We're gonna have shacks. We're gonna be neighbors.
Yeah.
And we have JF Cake also with us, and Big Boom Howard are shacking it up in the tropical paradise. It doesn't have to. A tropical paradise necessarily doesn't have to be an island, right? Because there's tropical paradises that are actually like connected to full continents, like places over in Malaysia and Asia and India. There's nice.
Fire Eagle does make the good point though that there's a pool at the mansion.
It's a mansion. Yeah, I would say like a mansion could have a pool. It could have a hot tub. It could have a bowling alley. It's a mansion. It's huge.
Right.
That's what mansions usually are. We have Renaissance says also a mansion is in the middle of the sand dunes of Algeria. Sounds fun. So Renaissance is our resident sarcastic comedy guy here.
Okay.
All right. I love him to death. He keeps it to you. He shoots it to you straight. I know that. I love it. We have what's that? Zampa LH says gotta have to pass having to sweep sand off my deck. Yeah, that's just what happens if you live in the desert. It's gonna be sand everywhere.
everywhere.
You got to deal with it. You got to deal with it. And then here's a good one from Mad Style. Can't deal with the exotic bugs. Give me a mansion with AC.
Dang it. You guys
I love it.
Keep changing my mind because AC is pretty important.
True. It's a game changer. But you're outside. You could go in the pool in the ocean.
Yeah.
Just don't swim out deep, certain times of the year. So a shark don't come get you.
Take a nap under a tree.
Yeah, sleep in a hammock. Create your hammock, have it connected, and just out there in the sun on the beach. Doesn't get any. For me, doesn't get. I'm gonna stick with Shaq, even with all the feedback observations. I'm sticking with Shaq in the tropical paradise. All right, we're almost wrapping this up here. Yep, a couple more. One more after this is the last one actually. Last one, this or that.
See 10 minutes into the future or time travel 10 years into the past.
Ooh.
So if you're time traveling, real quick, if you're time traveling to the past, are you changing anything? Like, could you benefit from that?
Right. I say it's the rules of any time traveling movie you've seen. So yeah, of course.
Okay.
If you see your past self, say, hey, do this, do that, don't do this, Give them some information that that you say to yourself now, dang, I wish I would have known that. So we're working on the same movie principles of time traveling.
Right. You know what? I would probably want to see 10 minutes into the future because you would be able, once again, this is just all based on what you could do with that. Man, you would be able to make some bank if you just saw like the ending of games or like a jump in a stock or something like that. Like,
right. Yeah, it's special.
I feel that'd be pretty important. You could avoid catastrophes. You could save people's lives.
There you go.
Like a superhero.
So I'm 10 years going back to do something, help myself out, family, friends, people I know, in the world. If I could actually help the world in some way, I'll do it. I'll do it. I love Back to the Future, the movies. Any movie that time travels, I always judge it by the plot of the movie, because obviously we know the main plot is time travel, but what are you doing with that time travel? Is it like Biff in part 2 and 3, where he's basically trying to get rich fast, but still just be the evil, conniving bully that he is? Or are you trying to be like Marty McFly, where he's just trying to make his family live a comfortable life? Which is it? You trying to destroy the world, be an evil monster like Thanos, or you just trying to be like Marty McFly? He just want to have a family and kids and enjoy his high school sweetheart for the rest of his life. Which one? So that's how I judge him off. Because that one set the marker. That movie, Back to the Future, set the marker for time traveling movies. Like, okay, I get this thing. You go back, you're trying to help yourself, or you're trying to destroy the world. Which one are you, basically? Oh, we have some good ones in here. We have Big B says 10 years in the past can be bad. Altering the past could make it so you weren't born. True. That's a possibility. Mad Style 1911 says 10 years into the past. Invest like I wanted to and not to procrastinate. Invest like I wanted to and not procrastinate. Gotcha.
Yes.
Yep. That. I like this one. Go back 10 years to stop time.
Stop Tom Brady.
Oh, that's got to be the best one right there. I'm sorry. Who is that? LA?
He'd still have a bunch of Super Bowls, by the way, if you stopped him 10 years ago. Just saying.
Yeah, he still gets 3 because 10 years ago is 2012, and he had the first. He was just wrapping up the first 3 in a row or 3. Yeah, that's a good one though. LA. What's that? Lagger? Is it say Lagger gaming? Lagger? Is it Lagger gaming or is it Lag R gaming? Well, I'm saying the same thing.
LA.
I like that name. That's clever. I like that. And then another football one. Fire Eagle says, go back 10 years and watch Aaron from the games I didn't see because he's young. He's a kid. So yeah, he wasn't fully aware watching pro football at the age of 2. You know what I'm saying? Or being born. That's his fun. He's an Aaron Rodgers fan, by the way. So, and all right, we're done with this or that. And let me try to set up this thing again. So we got JFK got the first win. I'm gonna just go into what I just did and edit that. So complete there before I set up here. And now this is for the Series X. But let me get everything right. Let me get everything right, people. So we do this
Ahman
thing right.
is going to get this set up. So we're giving away an Xbox Series X next.
Yes, but before we hit raffle, I'm gonna make sure this thing is in here right. I'm gonna use the same category I just used. So boom. And I'm gonna start the giveaway.
Here we go.
All right. There you go. Everyone, now enter in your raffle. Let's see. It should work. It better work. Please, God. Yes, it works. It worked. It worked. It worked. It worked.
This is such a sweet prize, man.
Man.
This
It's
is what
working.
we do. Wait till episode number 200, people.
Oh, man. We might be giving away trips to Dubai on that one. No. Let me retract that. No,
that's not going to happen.
That's not going to happen. We're going to just be getting. We'll give probably definitely more systems, maybe 2 systems by then.
Yeah.
By then, maybe another Xbox come out or a PlayStation by that time. But you got to sub. I don't know. We got to get subs. This is subs only. Sub, please. That's the requirement here.
And mods.
And mod. So the moderators already know who they are. They already been modded. So, but the subs, you better sub. If you're not, I'm gonna sick Big B on you. He'll get you. All right, let's get into oh man, so giveaway time. And then we are moving over to some interesting stuff here in the world of streaming apps. So we have Netflix. We have Disney Plus. All right. So Disney Plus gives Netflix former Marvel shows. So you remember Daredevil, Iron Fist, Luke Cage, and Jessica. I forgot. Jessica Jones.
Okay.
They were once on Netflix. So now they are on Disney Plus, which I was wondering, like, when eventually are they going to get there? You know, but they're there now. And so they're giving them a whole new name. So you can find them on Disney Plus. So they're being brought over into the Disney Plus universe from, even though it's a part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. And of course, if you've been somewhere, let's say like under a rock, now Disney Plus or Disney owns all the Marvel stuff. Everything Marvel is now Disney. So if you notice there, I've been coming on seeing new small TV shows popping up from the old school, from X-Men cartoon shows popping up on Disney Plus. So what the new saga is going to be called is going to be called the Defender Saga. It brings brings together all 6 shows that were formerly on Netflix, like I mentioned already: Daredevil, Jessica Jones, Luke Cage, The Punisher, also almost forgot about The Punisher, and Iron Fist. And they originally were called the Defenders, but their place in a wider MCU is harder to pin down because obviously they, a good thing, just like what Star Wars did, and obviously Disney Plus Disney loved that, so they brought in Marvel, and now they're all connecting the dots, leading up and past Endgame for these TV shows, and so it's continuity, is canon stuff going on here. So keeping all that together in one bundle here on Disney Plus. So check out the article. This was by way of GamesRadar.com. So you can see the full article there. And what they have also, you could click on the links here, obviously to Disney Plus, but also you can click on the link here where it takes you to the Marvel timeline of how to watch all the movies and TV shows, these TV shows that are now included. So that's got to be at least 3 days of watching movies and TV shows to connect the dots here. And so you could go, like I said, click on those links. You can see the Marvel timeline. And then also, it's another link right here. It says how to watch the Defenders Saga in order. So there you go, right there. And then it says, for more Marvel goodness, check out our roundup of all the new Marvel TV shows heading your way soon. That includes Spider-Man shows, because they say, Sony is moving full speed ahead in its own non-MCU, but kinda MCU series of Marvel films. I don't know what that means. I think they just worded that because they didn't want to get sued. That's what that sounds like to me. They're just being safe there and in that wording. But yeah, go to Disney Plus if you don't already have it. buy it. Just like you need to subscribe here, subscribe there to be able to watch all those TV shows and movies that'll bring everything together. All right, so that is some fun stuff there. And I always wondered if they were going to bring it back, because of the Luke Cage. I don't think that series was even done. So the question is, are they going to make new episodes off of that? That's the question.
Yeah, I think they probably, well, I don't know. I'm sure they've got everything planned out that they're going to be doing for the next few years. So that might be something that takes a while, wouldn't you think?
Right. I think so. Because obviously you got to produce it. You got to write up the storylines. And a lot of the storylines is good because a lot of it's in the comic book, so the writers can just delve into that and then create their own vision of what Luke Cage, Punisher, Jessica Jones, Iron Fist, Daredevil all look like in a new storyline. And then we got Renaissance here. Says, I've been watching the Korean drama Snowdrop on Disney Plus. So Disney Plus is a great service. Yeah, they got all fun stuff on Disney Plus, John. I know they have also like what Renaissance has mentioned. They have Jeff Goldblum is back. I'm gonna talk about that too. That's a fun series. Jeff Goldblum and Something in the World, and he's just giving his point of view on different things, kind of like what we do here. We have fun. The only thing is we're not traveling internationally yet. Maybe one day, John.
Dubai.
We're gonna be in Dubai. We're gonna be in Japan. We're gonna be over in Germany and France and England. Fun places. And so stuff like that with the podcast on our belts, on our back. We're bringing everybody with us. All right. So the raffle is over for the Xbox Series X, and you better sub, because if you bucket a system, we're going to have some problems. All right, I'm going to pick a winner.
There we go.
Who's the winner going to be? And I know this guy's a sub because he harasses John all the time. Big B.
Big B.
Where's the Xbox Series X, man? Good job. Congratulations, Big B in the house.
Whoa, Big B got the Xbox.
That's dopeness. He's been a regular for a long time, since the beginning, and he has took ownership in giving John a hard time by finding out who killed Sarah. A show on Netflix, by the way. You need to go watch that.
That's cool.
Oh, man, that's awesome. Big B, man, I hope you enjoy that. And that, these consoles today, what's the beautiful thing about consoles today, John, they're not just used for video games. You could just make it your entertainment center, basically. Movies, play your video games. You could do Discord on it now. Like Discord connects to the Xbox and the PlayStation now. So it's pretty, there's some dopeness. Congratulations, Big B, man. I love it. Been on the show, following us, supporting us. Great. I'm just happy to know that you got that win. So I believe you won before, so I believe I already have your address. So it's good there. I get this shipped out to you ASAP. All right, now we're headed into game releases. John has a fun game. You're up first. So what are you talking here, John?
You said you're up first, which makes total sense for World Rally Championships 10, WRC 10, because it comes out in Europe first. It actually comes up in Europe tomorrow, and then it'll get released in the United States. So this gets released in Europe, like I said, tomorrow, and then March 29th in the United States. It's on the Switch, getting released for $50. You can buy this. And although the gameplay, and we're watching some of this trailer, like this gameplay looks pretty nice. Like some of the other YouTube videos I watched when I was looking at this, the gameplay didn't kind of look like this trailer. You know what I mean? It looked a little different, but this just looks pretty fun. If you're into, like, is it the, this is the type of racing, right, where you have the passenger tell you where to go?
Oh, for real? It's a backseat driver.
I think so. I think this is, I could be wrong on this, but some of the stuff I was watching, it made it appear like that. So like left, right, you know what I mean? Like in real life, people do this, which seems insane to me. But there you go. WRC comes out later this month on the Switch in the US. But if you happen to be in Europe, it comes out tomorrow.
If you happen to be in Europe, I'm in France. You know what? I'm going to pick up that WRC 10. That thing's hitting the shelves for $50 on Switch. Oh man, that would be pretty. Somebody listened to that podcast, that's this podcast, and got that, they gotta let us know. hey man, we were listening to y'all, and I happened to be in England, you know, and I swooped up that WRC because of y'all. Like, you're welcome.
I brought it back to the States, and then
Right.
it didn't even come out yet.
Yeah. So we have Renaissance says there's a co-pilot that tells you what kind of turn is coming up, or
Yeah.
whether it's a tight turn, one you don't have to brake for, stuff like etc. Oh, that's pretty dope. Backseat driver all day. You gotta have me be your backseat driver, John. If we ever play this game,
Okay. Yeah.
All right.
You just tell me where to go.
I can direct you. I'm your guy. I'm your navigator. I got a geography major, so I can help you out with that.
Okay.
We can win. That'll be win-win situation. All right, next game on the slate is Who Pressed Mute on Uncle Marcus. This the name of the game. I had to put it up
Hi,
there.
Uncle Marcus.
I need your help, Abby. I need you to investigate a murder.
Who's been killed?
Me.
Ooh, so it's a who done it
Someone who was at the family meeting.
going on here.
Find the poison, find the proof, find the killer.
Do you remember anything strange at the meeting?
Oh my god, you missed a mad one. He bought a gun.
I heard these strange noises. June said was going to be the end of the road for Marcus.
Do you know anything about Bradley's poisons?
Is what?
So I see this like a virtual clue,
Love it. Whole family.
you know.
Brainless.
Never a clue. Now it's getting real.
Not stuck
These
up.
live action video games I think are very interesting to see.
This family has got secrets. I told her dad left me the business, and they would get my share from my cold, dead hands.
What do you think, Ahman, of games like this where it's
Don't get sucked in.
like video?
That's what I said. I'm liking it, but it's just interesting. What happens with the update, with the DLC? You know, are they getting new actors they have to put in? You know, how do they get new actors or new
Everyone makes mistakes.
new scenarios
Abby.
put into this game? Because you can only run through this maybe once or
They're
twice.
onto me.
Right.
I know. I guess 5 different times you have 5 different actors. That could be 5 different endings, basically. So, like you said.
Who pressed mute on Uncle Marcus?
So I just went. I took your philosophy. I saw the name. I said I gotta go with that one. It's some other big games out coming this week, like Filament. You know this game, Grand Theft Auto. It's a whole new. Check that out. But I had this. Yeah, I did the John rule. I said I saw that name of that title, and I'm going there.
Ready?
It is a fun game. It's so like you were mentioning about the live action part of it.
Yeah.
It's just that this is the second week. I think it was the one a week ago or before that. It was that one with they were all dressed in black and they had the weird outfits on. It was a live action game. And this is the third one. It's another one. We talked one I think about a year ago too, where it was another murder mystery of who done it. It was the ghost one. Remember the ghost from a couple weeks ago?
Yes.
With the ladies, and they were walking around the building, and one got picked up by her leg, and she was like hanging from the upside down. So it's interesting to see that. I like it. I like these ideas of these live action. My question is just what happens when you have to update it? How is that getting fixed? How is that working when you have to put a whole new fleet of actors or new lines in for them? That's just like, I say, good thing for the actors. That's work. I mean, it's a lot of
like
work.
you're making a movie and a video game at the same time.
Exactly. I'm like that.
By the way, Weir J55 said something that I was going to comment on. It's like the old choose your own adventure books. That's what it's like, right? But it's a video game.
Yeah.
Right? Like you choose this scenario and then it goes into that. You choose that scenario, you ask this question, and it sprouts off all these different possibilities or something, I'm assuming.
Right. I just like it. I like it because obviously it's different than the actual game. You're not raging out. You shouldn't rage out in something like this. If you're raging on a game like this, you are too intense. You're getting mad at a live action video game.
Exactly.
Woo! That means you need to put the sticks down for a little bit, man. All right, heading into our next. Oh man, I've been not hitting the buttons. Hold on.
Okay.
That was
Release the game.
That was released again. Yeah, we did miss that.
Game releases.
I'm doing too much here. Okay, and now the next on the slate is
Row, row, row your boat gently up the. Sorry. Excuse me. It's time for What's on Stream.
So what's on stream? I'm up first here. We got a fun series, an old series that's been brought back to life by who? Disney Plus is doing it again. We got Penny Proud and the Proud family back in Proud.
This is my wife, Trudy. And what's your name again, young man?
Louder and Prouder. He got voiced by, I know, Tommy Davidson is one of the voices. He is hilarious. That's the dad. He's hilarious.
To do everything in my power to
By the way.
Penny's gonna wind up live with us
And
forever,
Penny
like you
is
and Bobby, mama. Penny.
What are y'all doing?
We have Kiki Palmer is Penny.
Hello,
We have a great cast here. E.J. Johnson, Magic Johnson's son, is one of the voices. Then Zachary Quinto from Hero. You remember the show Heroes, John?
Yes.
Remember the villain, the one villain,
do no wrong.
Siler?
Your daddy.
Remember the one villain,
That's another
Siler?
story.
He is one of the voices. Elisa
Okay.
Reyes, Kayla Pratt is Penny Proud. Oh no, Kayla Pratt is Penny Proud, excuse me. And then Paula J. Parker is Trudy Proud. Now, Paula J. Parker, you'll know, John, but you won't know where. Well, you'll know where from. You don't know her by her name, probably.
Okay.
I do. But you remember Friday?
Yeah.
Remember the
Yeah.
scene in Friday when Craig, girlfriend, called her saying, "Hey, Craig, I heard you were out with my girlfriend's brother cousin. Saw you at the movie theater with this girl, Craig. What you doing?"
Yeah.
That's the voice of Penny Proud's mom.
Okay.
That actress there. So she's been around the game for a long time. So go check out the Proud Family is on Disney Plus. They have Cedric Entertainer is the uncle that comes in always singing. Yeah, it's it's hilarious. It's a funny show, but check it out. They brought it back to life, and then then for you, John, what you got here?
All right. So for mine, it's Spider-Man: No Way Home. So I hadn't obviously seen this yet, but I know it just came to where you could purchase it on demand. Not rent it yet, but you can purchase it. So I said, "Screw it, I'm buying this," and I bought it last night on Amazon Prime for $20. The Ultra HD edition. So then you get to just have that movie on hand. So I saw Spider-Man for the first time and I loved it.
Right.
You know how
Nice.
So it reminded me as far as the way it just kind of goes on and you're into the story is I remember watching Endgame for the first time.
Yeah.
And that's a 3-hour movie. And I remember thinking it did not feel like 3 hours. It just kept going. And you were just so into all these storylines where it's like, oh man, that was 3 hours. And this movie's about 2.5 hours, 2 hours, 20 minutes, something like that.
Mhm.
And it's the same thing. Like it just goes and you're like, oh, that movie was 2.5 hours almost. And now it's over. So I think that's the sign of a really well-written story that just keeps moving and keeps your attention. And so Spider-Man, that was one of my first impressions. And okay, so a bit of a spoiler alert right now. If you haven't seen this and you don't want to know too much, I'm not going to spoil like the ending or anything like that or what happens, but there is one part, my only issue with it. So once again, spoiler alert, mute us for the next 20 seconds if you don't want to know this. I'll give you time to find the buttons. All right, here we go. Is the reason this whole multiverse thing starts in this is because of the spell from Doctor Strange that sets off the whole thing, right?
Yeah.
And so he starts to do this spell and he's like, good knowing you, Spider-Man, or whatever. And Spider-Man Peter Parker's like, wait, what are you talking about? Good knowing you. He's like, well, it's going to erase the memory of everybody you know. Like, that's not something Doctor Strange could have said before he started the spell that is going to, I mean, he should have said, hey, just before I start this thing and possibly ruin like everybody's life and have all these dimensions and universes collide, you should know that everybody is going to forget about you. Then maybe Peter Parker would have been like, okay, don't use that spell yet. And they could have avoided the whole damn thing.
True. Very true. Beautiful hindsight there. I agree. I mean, I watched it too, and I was like, come on, man. What it was something I was thinking while we were talking about it. It was darn it. It was in my brain and it popped out of my brain. It'll pop back in. But no, it was one of them. Oh, what we were just talking about in this or that. Go back 10 minutes or go back 10 years. That's one of those things. It's like, man. And then Peter Parker He goes back. He just messes everything up. I'll just say that. He didn't. I don't know if he fixed anything. He definitely made things worse.
Yeah.
Once you see it. And I put on there, if you see at the bottom of the screen, I say Spider-Man No Way Home Disney Plus. It eventually will be on Disney Plus. Just so you know.
Okay. Yeah, eventually.
It's part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. So
because right now you're doing you can buy it for 20, and then I'm sure you'll be able to rent it next, and then eventually it'll come to the streaming services for free. But I definitely recommend it. And by the way, I've gotten so much media, television shows and everything. As a preview of next week, I finally sat down Disney Plus and I watched the Book of Boba Fett.
Ooh,
have you seen
beautiful.
This?
Golf clap.
Oh my God, that's an amazing series.
Man, right now, Disney, in terms of, Star Wars, you can't go wrong. You can't really go wrong with that. And the way they done it, along with Boba Fett, and then they got Mandalorian all intertwined in it. It's like,
we'll talk about that next week. But I watched it. I'm like, oh my
Disney Plus.
Gosh, this is amazing.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
It's so dope. It's this dopeness. When I see anything new from Star Wars, I'm just like, oh, there's dopeness about to grace my eyeballs and go into my brain so I can process what the next story arc that is being produced by this company that just knows how to get to us, John. They know how to get to our hearts, our brains, and our pocketbooks. Okay. They have us locked in. It's like they like kids. Yeah. They like our kids. They know kids. They are like our kids because they're in all three areas. They're in our brain, they're in our hearts, and they're in our pocketbooks.
So I want to give a shout out. Is it Jon Favreau who is the main force behind all these Boba Fett and the Mandalorian? I think it is.
I believe so. I believe it, but it's a team of writers and directors that he works with. But he's like, yes, he's one of the big names in the room. He's like the Tom Brady in the room. Sorry, Fire Eagle.
Yeah, he's like the Tom Brady of the room. Man, he crushes it the way, like you said, they intertwine storylines. Just everything. The way he stays kind of true to a certain style of cinematically, like what it looks like and everything. Like it's just amazing. If obviously, I think a lot of people who are watching this or listening to this have watched those shows.
Yeah,
but man, it is. And we'll talk about it next week. My real pick is Spider-Man No Way Home.
Right. And so Renaissance just put a comment in there for me, John. Samuel Jackson said he is trying to get into the Mandalorian as one-handed Mace Windu. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, everybody knows when Mace Windu got force pushed out of the window by Palpatine. There's everything, every inch of my body and soul says that Mace Windu did not go splat on the ground in the city or out of that building. He is a Jedi. He is a master Jedi. So when he goes falling out of a building, he just like anything. You know what? Ooh, let me just land on my feet. Let me force guide myself to the ground. Mace Windu is alive, y'all. I love that, Renaissance. Yes. That makes me feel so good that somebody's there with me that knows that Mace Windu, one-handed, because he got chopped off before he flew out. That's the only thing Palpatine got on, and he hit him with the force push him off the window. He falls with his lightsaber in the other hand, in the hand that's still connected to his body. But he's a Jedi. He's a master Jedi. He is not falling to the ground going splat. He is alive and well. Woo! I love it. I'm so hyped, John. I'm sorry. I just got a little geek. My geek Star Wars Ahman just came out right there.
Love it, man. Love it.
Oh, sorry. I just took over that little moment. I had a moment there. I apologize for that. We have some good comments in here from the Twitch for everybody. We had, what's this one? Oh yeah, from the show, my video game review, my recommendation on that is that Lagger Gaming says, I wonder if that game will follow the movie rule of bad guys not being allowed to have iPhones like in Knives Out. Interesting. I gotta watch Knives Out again. I know the movie you're talking about. That has the guy that plays James Bond. He's a detective, and they're Chris Evans from Captain America. John is in it.
Yeah.
And they're investigating their father being murdered.
I haven't seen Knives Out yet, but
check it out.
Damien has told me to watch that several times.
Yeah, I say watch it. You got a long weekend. Check it out. And so we're right at the end of the show, but the show's not over. We got one more giveaway to give away, and that's redundant. So Let me
One more.
fix that. One more giveaway. Here, let me get the app together. Make sure I'm doing my job on my end here. And it's not broken again. All right, let me set it up. I'm setting up.
Okay, here we go. I'm on setting it up.
I'm setting it up here. All right, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go where it's not broke.
While you're doing that, Fire Eagle asks, when will the winner of Twitter be announced? We'll probably get to that later this week, I would think, because we do have a retweet contest going on right now for a signed football card.
Oh, yeah, the one you mentioned earlier.
Yep.
Yes.
Yep. At AG_Gamers Lounge, if you want to hit that retweet contest, it's a signed Ahman card. It's a numbered card to 250. Ahman with the Green Bay Packers. So later this week, Fire Eagle, we'll get that done.
You could type in raffle now. Exclamation point raffle. And it's working. We got it, Jeff. We figured it out.
Okay.
God bless America. God bless
Signed jersey.
America. Signed jersey on slate. So, something else I want to point out, if y'all noticed, I'm wearing a hat on my head. This company right here, Millions, is helping me build out merch that I can obviously raise for the foundation. So if you go to millions.co, say Renaissance, if you could, or Big B, if you could, I'm gonna type it in the website, and if you could, hot tag it. I forgot. Don't ask me. I'm just gonna type in the website.
I've seen some of the merch. It's been popping up on my social media feeds.
Yeah.
That AG logo is pretty sweet looking, and that T-shirt looks pretty nice, man.
Yeah. So thank you. So the Millions, or the AG logo, that is the AG logo for the foundation. So, anything bought there obviously goes to the foundation. So there we have merch now. It took me a long time to get merch on here on Ahman Green TV / The Gamers Lounge, but now we have merch. So now you can check it out on those areas there on millions.co. So you can check it out. And we have the clock is around 3 minutes and counting. So if you are a sub, and if you are not a sub, you can sub now to be a part of this signed jersey giveaway. All right. And it'll be the last giveaway of the day. So you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Ahman Green 30, all one word, as you can see on the bottom. And John, we got to get yours in there too.
Yeah, at John Audius Radio. In fact, I'm doing a NCAA tournament bracket giveaway on my podcast and on my Twitter. So you can check it out at John Audius Radio, JONARIAS Radio, or as Big B has said, Johncast Podcast. You can find all the info on Instagram or Twitter as well. I'm giving away a 58-inch television to the best bracket for the NCAA tournament, and you have a chance to earn bonus points by listening to the podcast. So go check that out if you're interested in winning a TV.
Nice. You said 58-inch?
58-inch 4K. You can go watch Book of Boba Fett on that.
Dope. So Johncast Podcast is Twitter?
Yep. You find it there for sure.
Okay. So I'm typing it in because I'm about to put it under here.
Let's go.
On the bottom line here, the scroller. Twitter. Anywhere else? Or just Twitter?
It's on Twitter, Instagram, anywhere.
Oh, it's the same one. Yeah, Twitter and Instagram. It's the same.
You can go to johncastpodcast.com, find the info on the blog.
Yep. We do stuff instantaneously on here. There it is. Boom. There it is.
Boom.
Oh, I must have put. There you go.
There it is.
Twitter and Instagram. I got
in. Thank you.
Let me fix that a little bit. I mean, the edit. There we go.
I can't believe we've done 100 episodes.
I know, man. And we still kicking. Still kicking. Chugging along. And got 53 seconds of counting for the signed jersey giveaway. Like I said, you could sub in. You got about 45 seconds. You could sub in right now and become a part of the giveaway. We have Fire Eagle, Big B, Renaissance, JFK, Eeyore, Lagger Gaming, DP version 2, Pooch, What's up, man? Mad Style and Big Boom Howard. What's up, everyone in the house? Everyone tuning into the stream today. Appreciate everyone coming in. I say through the last year, and I say the last probably like 6 months, we started streaming here full time. We were kind of missing in the beginning, missing some of the streams here, but we've always been on the podcast side of it. But now being live, I want to say thank you for all the support and come in. We come in this stream. The way I thought about having this stream is you come in and have a good time. Have a fun conversation, meet new people, hang out with the old people, and just build that friendship, build that community like we have been doing here on Mind Green TV. I've been on the Pooch stream quite a bit. Hasn't been on lately because I've been coaching a lot, but we're gonna try to get back there. And if you got streams on your own, let me know and I'll jump on with you. We can go hang out and play your game, whatever that is. Because I sit there, I know with Pooch we do a lot of Call of Duty. But I'm just trying to collab with a lot of people. If you stream, I want to join in with you. And I know John is a Rocket League player, so if any of y'all play Rocket League, let John know.
Let's go.
He can make it happen. And by this time, you've been playing for 2 years now, John.
Yeah, we don't need to talk about how long I've been playing because then the expectations be like, he's been playing for 2 years.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, you're right.
It's like 2 weeks.
This you have a good day. You can have if you're of age, you can have a beer and a smile and play some Rocket League with my man John. If not, you can have a Coke and a smile, Coca-Cola or Pepsi,
yeah,
or a Fanta. And here we're about to pick the winner of the last giveaway for the 100 episode giveaway, signed jersey, Packer jersey to be correct. All right, and the winner is DP version 2 is the winner. New sub. You better be a sub, broski. You better be a sub. If not, we're going to have problems. So I know you're new. So I need your address, name and address, so I can ship that to you. Congratulations on winning the signed Packer jersey on there. Put it on the 0 for you. Clap all around. Cheers all around. There you go. Here on the chat, on the live stream, you can see the round of applause. You can't see that on the podcast. You can hear it. You can hear the clap.
Yeah.
There you go. But yeah, like I said, we live in two places. We live in the podcast world, and we live live now on Twitch. Then we're back. We'll be on ESTV Plus, and we're in the podcast ecosystem: Apple Podcasts, iHeart, Pandora, Spotify,
the Believe Podcast Network, baby,
and Believe Podcast Network, baby. Like John said. All right. And like I said, merch here, millions.com. Go to the website, create a profile, find me on there, type in Ahman Batman Green for the merch. We got hats and I know we got t-shirts and hoodies right now. Maybe hats, but if there's no hats right now, hats are on the way. And then obviously this is just starting. We're gonna have other fun items on there. And I know John, you got stuff going on with your podcast. Let everybody know. Like you already mentioned, giveaway earlier. With the signed card by me, but anything else that you want to let people know about your podcast?
Once again, JohnCastPodcast.com. That's JON castpodcast.com. You get download the latest episodes, sign up for the bracket contest, and I got some merch on there too if you want to pick up something cool.
All right, man. So congratulations to the winners today. JFK DP version 2. And who was the first winner here?
Big B won.
Oh, Big B. Yeah, Big B was the first giveaway. Winner of the day history here. I could go back to the history. There we go. Yep. Oh, I got you. Nice. Good job. Congratulations to everyone. And you have yourself a great, fun hump day. Because that's what this is. It is Wednesday hump day. All right. I'll see everyone later. Peace out.